Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave. Today we're talking about Epiphone and Joe Bonamassa's brand new 1963 SG Custom. Guess what? It's expensive. Hey folks, Epiphone's brand new Joe Bonamassa signature model 1963 SG Custom has arrived, and it's crazy. We're going to talk about it. It's a little bit now underwhelming, I will say. It's also way more expensive than it should be, and we'll get into all of that. And if you've watched this channel over the last couple of years, you know I had some very strong opinions about Epiphone pricing, but we'll refresh all of those thoughts. Before we do anything like that, please hit the like button and the subscribe button and do all the things on the YouTubes, because you know we've got to pay the bills. Buy a t-shirt, hit a link, or do something. Make sure you're subscribed. Come to 3-Chord Dave Live, which happens every Saturday at 10 p.m. Irish time. You don't have to live on Irish time to come and see it. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed, have the notification bell. Wherever you are in the world, when we go live, you get a notification. Come and join us, talk about guitars and all kinds of things. Sometimes it's the best show on YouTube. Sometimes it's only in the top 5. So do our best. Anyways, come and join us. We are nearly at 100 shows, and I'm pretty sure at the 100th show it's going to be spectacular. So make sure you join us for that very soon. Now, Epiphone, Joe Bonamassa. It's the partnership that will never die, or it appears that it will never die, because every flipping year there's a brand new Joe Bonamassa signature model. He's got more signatures than Slash, and that's saying something. So, what have we got this year? It's a 1963 SG Custom, and it looks like this, and it's kind of, I'm not excited about it. It doesn't look amazing. It's not stunning. And before anyone starts getting on at me, just in case you don't know, I'm a huge SG fan. The SG is my favorite guitar. If I could only have one guitar, it would be an SG. I'm also a big Epiphone fan. My favorite guitar in my collection has been for a long time my Epiphone SG Special. I love it. So I love Epiphones, I love SGs. Don't come at me. I just don't think this is an amazing guitar. But it's got some things we need to talk about, and we'll get into a lot of it right now. Let's go through the specs and tell you what I think of these specs. It's a 2-piece mahogany body. Good. Mahogany neck. Wouldn't expect anything else. Ebony board. Not bad. Mother of pearl fretboard inlays. Fine. And this is where it starts to fall down rapidly. 2 Epiphone Pro Booker, 2 pickups, one in the neck and one in the middle position. And then you've got what they call a Pro Booker 3 in the bridge position. Yeah, Pro Booker, just in case anyone didn't hear that. A Maestro tremolo. You've got Kluson waffle back tuners, which is a nice touch. I like those. Those are kind of fancy. Gold hardware, and it's a dark wine red color. Comes in a hardshell case with a certificate of authenticity. For some reason, that hardshell case has Joe Bonamassa's name on it. It also says Nerdville, I believe, which is his thing that he does. Yeah, it's got the yellow interior. That is my least favorite of the interiors they put in them, except for Gibson's new black interior ones. I don't like those. But the pink one, it looks really good. I don't know why you're not doing that. Anyway, that's the specs of the guitar. It's the whole thing. So let me know what you think of the guitar with those specs. I think that it's underwhelming, and I don't think it's something that I'm super excited about. But some people will be, and that's completely fine. Again, as a big SG fan, this one's kind of left me like, what? Who cares? And I know it's based off a guitar Joe Bonamassa actually owns. It doesn't mean it's a great guitar. Not every guitar Joe Bonamassa owns is a wonderful guitar, a wonderful looking guitar, or one that I would want to have in my collection. Not all of them. Now, let's talk about price. In the United States of America, you will pay $1,399 for this guitar. Then you got, of course, you guys price things without taxes for some reason, because they got to be paid. You can't avoid them. Because the taxes bring that up to whatever they bring it up to. I don't know. In Europe, I checked the prices this morning because I live in Europe. I pay for things in euros, and our taxes are included in our prices. This will cost me 1,699 euros, all in. Guys, that's wrong. I don't know how to say this any better than that is wrong. You failed math in this equation. It doesn't work. $1,399 translates to 1,329 euros. Yes, the number of euros is less than the number of dollars. That is how it should work. I figure you're going to pay somewhere around $1,500 for this all in. So we should be paying slightly less than 1,500 euros all in. Okay, that's just how it should be. Even at that price, it's overpriced. But let me just demonstrate it further for you. If you had 1,699 euros in your pocket and you walked into your bank and you said, I want to buy dollars, please, they would hand you back $1,795. That's $1,800. Let's just round up by $5. Why not? $1,800. Would you pay $1,800 for this guitar? Any of you folks who live in the United States? Would you? Because you wouldn't. You wouldn't pay $1,800 for a guitar with 3 Pro Bookers in it. And if you would, you should seek help, because that's wrong. It's a fail. What are the kids calling it these days? Stupid? Anyway, let's dig in a little bit further. I know, people are going to be like, you don't know nothing about Epiphone, but I'm about to say what I'm about to say. And I do. I've talked about Epiphone a lot in videos, so please understand I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the history of Epiphone. Epiphone is Gibson's budget brand. It is supposed to be budget friendly. The guitars that they release are supposed to be much more affordable than their Gibson counterparts. And I understand that this guitar, if it was reissued by Gibson instead of Epiphone, would be probably around $5,000 because they're ripping people off left, right and center. But this price is not budget friendly. It's not what Epiphone should be doing. Should be charging less than Gibson prices for their SGs. If you don't believe me, let's check it out. I'm going to show you some economic stuff. And then I'm going to tell you why Gibson are doing this, why the price is different. And it's because of Gibson. So let's talk about it. So if I wanted to go and buy a Gibson SG, just walk into a store, buy a Gibson SG, I could buy a Gibson SG Tribute. It looks like this. Very nice guitar. It has a Gibson 490 or 490T pickups. It has a rosewood fretboard, comes in a soft shell case. It's going to cost me 1,250 of my euros. Now that's 450 euros less than the Epiphone we're talking about today. I could literally fly to New York or a lot of other US cities for that amount of money. I could just sit there when I arrive playing my SG that cost me 1,250. Now I couldn't find a US price for this because Sweetwater apparently don't have them, and that's the only place I looked. So there you go. But that's not the only SG I can buy, because for $16.99, the same price as the Epiphone, I could buy a flipping Gibson SG Standard. It's a Gibson SG Standard. It's $16.99. It's got the same 490, 490T, 490R. It's got a rosewood fretboard, and it comes in the soft shell case, the same one. The Gibson soft shell case is really nice. I can't knock them on that. It's a very nice case, but kind of at that money, you should be getting a hard shell case, and we'll talk about that in a future episode probably. But it's the same price as the Epiphone, and it's a Gibson. That, and it's made in the USA, same as the Tribute. That will mean a lot to so many people. So why would you buy the Epiphone ahead of the Gibson? Because you like Joe Bonamassa? Not for me. If you want to buy the Gibson SG Standard in the United States at Sweetwater, it'll cost you $17.99 in dollars. So let me just, €16.99, $17.99. The euro price is lower than in number than the USA price. That's how it should be. Less euros than dollars. That's just how it works. You know. So why more euros than dollars for the Epiphone? Makes no sense. I'll explain it to you in a minute. One more guitar from the Gibson range that you could buy instead of this Epiphone. It's this one. Now, I think this is the best SG you could buy. Go and buy the Gibson SG Special. It is a much better guitar. It's 1,444 euros. It's got P90s, which are better than Pro Bookers, in my opinion, even if there is only 2 of them, which is the correct amount of pickups. Rosewood fretboard and a hard shell case. A proper nice hard shell case with the pink interior. Beautiful. If you want to buy this guitar in the United States, 1,595 euros at Sweetwater. So you are getting yourself a beautiful guitar. Now in the US, you're paying more for it, ironically. than you are here in Europe. And again, the euro price is less euros than the number of dollars. So less euros than dollars. That's how it works. Economies, that they're exchanging correctly there. Now, if you want to buy an SG Custom, by the way, I'm just going to give you a USA example here. Go to Sweetwater, buy their Viper Blue SG Custom. You'll get the Pro Bookers, the same ones that are in there, a 2 and a 3. And then you'll get the Ebony fretboard. You won't get a case with it, but it's 699 euros. Sorry, $699, not euros, dollars. So you have plenty of money to go buy a case, and you probably have a better guitar. And I would like to apologize for Joe Bonamassa for pointing that out. Now, here's what I was told when I started asking questions about this today. Why are Epiphones way more expensive in Europe than they are in the United States? I was told by two separate individuals who work for two separate companies in the business who said Gibson are charging more by about 20% to companies in Europe. Why? I don't know. Maybe they heard there's no tax added on to the price. They're like, we'll take that money. But the tax is already included in the sales price, Gibson. You need to stop doing this. Now, Cesar, sometimes you watch this channel. If you are out there, come onto the channel and talk to us about this. Why are you charging more in Europe for Epiphone guitars? Why is the number of euros required to buy an Epiphone more than the number of dollars to buy the same Epiphone? It's not the way your Gibsons work. So anyway, crazy stuff going on. I thought maybe it's the pickups. Maybe the pickups are more expensive. Pro Bookers. A set, according to Epiphone, will cost you $189. That's for 2 pickups. So let's say $270 for 3 pickups. Burst Bookers, $178 each. So 3 of them, roughly twice the price. Okay, it sounds to me like they priced in the Burst Bookers, priced in the Burst Bookers to this guitar, but then put in Pro Bookers. They screwed the pooch on this one, my friends. It seems very much like they absolutely made what we call in Ireland a bollocks of it. They made a bollocks of it, and it's too late to do anything about it. For the record, I love Epiphones, I love SGs. This guitar, in my opinion, should be about $1,000. If it was $10.99, I'd still buy it. I think that'd be a good price for this guitar. I don't care about the Bonamassa aspect of it. It's an okay looking SG. I probably would still buy the Viper Blue one ahead of it, to be honest. I think it's a nicer guitar. But with what it has, if it has 3 pickups and they're going to be Pro Bookers and you want a 3 pickup guitar, whatever, with an ebony fretboard, $1,000, fair price. $13.99, ridiculous price. You're paying $400, too much. Sorry. And I know some people are going to love it and think it's great. I don't know if that Gibson are charging the European dealers more is true. So I have to say that. I don't know if it's true, but it's 2 people from 2 separate places told me. So I feel like it's leaning towards true. I also don't know why they're doing it. Why? Look, don't buy the Epiphone, buy a Gibson, because it's a better all-round deal. It's cheaper and it's a Gibson guitar. There's no question. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. Join us for 3 Chord Dave Live. You could buy a Gibson for less money than this. It's crazy. Fix it, Epiphone, Gibson, please. You're nuts. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is 3 Chord Dave, and I'll be back with another guitar-related video very soon. But until then, take care.